Well, have I got some terrific news for you guys today? The website has recently passed the milestone of 50 full members, and as my way of saying thanks for this development, what I've done is released a fair bit of the back catalogue to the public for free. It's now available for free to part members of the website. It's my way of celebrating and I guess saying thanks for the support that the website has gotten. I want to release some old material to the part members, and not just any material, but some of the more recent and important material as well, so that the part members get a taste of what's going on the other side of the paywall. And just quickly, I'll go through what is being released. Firstly, an article, a 5,000 word article with tons of references and links and further reading, basically where I talk about this Library of Alexandria. Yes, people believe that the Library of Alexandria used to exist, and all of this wisdom and knowledge was burnt to the ground, setting back humanity hundreds, if not thousands of years. But is that story really true? Well, in that article, I document the reasons why I am very skeptical about this story and why I think any sane, rational, intelligent person will be left with a bit of doubt about that story. And I also explain some of the implications that come from realizing that maybe that story is a load of baloney. In terms of videos, I'm releasing my two sync videos from last year, one called Comfortably Numbered, one called Charlottesville's Web. And in these two videos, I experiment with this type of video making called synchromysticism. And I look at, firstly, the scientism of Neil deGrasse Tyson and people who believe all of these insane things about the world in which we live, purely because the authorities tell them, and they were indoctrinated from a young age at school. And then in Charlottesville's Web, I look at that event last year where supposedly some guy ran over some protesters and blah, blah, blah. And what I look at is some of the syncs of that event, some of the synchronicities or bizarre coincidences. And I tie it in with a film that many of us would have loved when we were growing up, Charlotte's Web. You might think, well, what's the connection between those two things? I know it sounds bizarre, but once you've seen that video, I'm sure you'll see that this world that we live in can be a truly bizarre place at times, and the video making format of synchromysticism, or this method of creating content that's called synchromysticism by some, can be a terrific way to explore that. So both of those videos have also been released. And finally, a very recent piece of material that I released to the full members of the website, myself and the Silver Fox, talking about The Matrix, the film The Matrix, and Jean Baudrillard, this French philosopher who was apparently one of the inspirations for the script writers or the filmmakers, who talks about the fact that for a lot of people, what they see on the TV screen is real to them, and some of the implications that this has for us as people when we're dealing with the normies out there and the way that they see the world and how do we see the world, and what is really real. Myself and the Silver Fox talk about that and so much more. So there's 4 pieces that I'm releasing as of today to the part members of the website. You can check them out for yourself and see what you think. There is only one little catch though. What I've done is I've changed the system for part membership. It used to be that you just had to email me to say that you were not a robot and I would hook you up with a part membership. But now the system is that you have to apply for a part membership, and there's a number of reasons for this. But one of the reasons is because over the next few days and weeks and months, I plan to release some material to the part members that is a little bit more black pillish than the average person is probably ready to deal with at this point, and some would argue most people are probably not ready to deal with ever. And so this is a way of filtering out people who are probably not ready for some of the stuff that is there to be read and seen. The other thing is that by purely using an email system to prove that people are not bots, I'm not really sure that was achieving the intended outcome. Because you see, it's occurred to me that we talk about artificial intelligence, but what is organic intelligence? How many humans really do possess this capacity to think critically? You'll hear many people say, oh, computers can never be as smart as humans because they can't really think for themselves. Well, how many humans can really think for themselves? And is merely sending an email proof that someone can think for themselves? I don't think it is. So by requesting more than just a I'm not a bot email, but by requesting an application where somebody has to put some thought into what they're writing, I might be able to filter out the humans who are really no different to bots. So that is the logic there. Some of you will say, well, I don't want to apply for a part membership, and that's perfectly fine. You can go without. I'm sure you will still lead a perfectly happy and healthy life, and it really won't make a difference to you. Not a problem at all. And some of you will be saying, ooh, I'm glad I got in before the application was required. I'm glad I got a part membership back when it was easier. Well, all of those part memberships have been deleted. So if you previously had a part membership to the website, I have taken the liberty of deleting those. So from now on, the only people who access that material will be the people who go through that application process. Finally, while I'm talking about the website, I do have to say that it has become more successful. It's grown more than I could have expected or had probably anticipated. And so it's at the point now where doing the research, doing the content production, replying to all of the comments, as I always do on the website, engaging in the interactions, the back and forths, via email, via the comments, and also putting aside a day a week for the member Skype calls, which we do every Sunday Australia time. It's very time consuming, and so I'm at the point now where I feel like the website is probably large enough for the time being. The revenues cover all of my hosting costs. They cover my coffee that I like to buy when I go down to the cafe to work on the content and the research and on the website. And there's even money left over after all of that, which has allowed me to work my so-called real job less than full-time hours and still be able to make ends meet. So really the website has reached what I would like it to be for the time being, and I don't really need to worry too much about trying to attract new members to the website. In fact, if anything, it's probably at a good size already, and so for that reason, what I'll be doing is increasing the cost of a full membership to $10 a week Australian. Previously it was $5. I'll be increasing that to $10 a week. But what I'll be doing to say thanks to all of the supporters who've helped to make the website what it is anyone who is a full member before the price increase will be allowed to stay on that price structure perpetually. In perpetuity, it'll be just the $5 a week for them going forward, even when the change is made. And I'll be classifying those people as foundation members. So we've got about 50 foundation members already. Maybe one or two people might sign up between now and when that change is made. But going forward, I think the website is now at a good size. I really don't need too many more people coming along. I think the discussions are already fantastic for the member Skype calls. And for the time being, I'm quite content. Maybe in the future, I'll have more time and I'll be able to grow the website further. But for the time being, I'm quite content. It's, like I said, gotten bigger than I could have expected. Certainly, it's been more successful than some people were trying to tell me that it possibly could be. Oh, people will never pay money for independent research and content and blah, blah, blah. Well, we've proven that's not true. We've got 50 people there right now, and the website is going swimmingly. So I'm very happy. I feel blessed with how it's all gone. And it is time to perhaps consolidate the website. And one of the ways I'll do that is to increase the barrier to entry, both for the part membership and for the full membership, and just see where things go for the next few months. So as I said, terrific news. The website's going very well. Lots of new material released to part members. Whether you had a part membership in the past or not, you will need to apply to get access to this material. All the information is in the info box below, so you can go and check that out. And I think that will do us for today. So once again, a big thanks to all the people who've helped to make the website what it is. I'm sure we'll only be going onwards and upwards from here. Exciting times ahead, and my way of saying thanks to all the people who've supported this project from the start is to release a bit more material to the part members, as I have discussed. So that will do us for today on the 17th of February 2018. Like I said, check the links in the info box below. And to those of you who are about to join, I look forward to your company. And to those of you who can't be bothered taking part in what's going on, I wish you nothing but peace and prosperity as well. And may the rest of 2018 and beyond bring us all peace and prosperity. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves.